It's September the 9th, 2024. I'm Zack Bennett. This is my dog, Daisy May, and this is another vlog. Hi there. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done a vlog. I'm glad to be back. Last week was Labor Day, and I was visiting family in Alabama. We went to a Rocket City Trash Pandas game, which is why I am now sporting a Rocket City Trash Pandas hat. The week before that, I had to work on Monday, which sucks, but sometimes it's called upon, and that's where I've been the last couple of weeks. So I'm glad to be back. It has been an eventful couple of weeks in my world, but I've got some big news today that I have been dying to share with folks for months, and I haven't been able to. But I got the clearance today to let you know that I am going to be on a game show. Yes. Actually, I was already on a game show. It was taped several months ago, but I've had to sit on that information, and now I can tell you because today is the season premiere day, and they want all the contestants from the entire season, which has already been shot and is being produced now, to let everybody know that we're going to be on. So I'm going to be on 25 Words or Less. It is a show that is a word game. It's syndicated all around the country, and I think they post almost every new episode on YouTube as well. And here in Nashville, it is on the CW. That's 17.2. Where it is in your city, I don't know. Go to 25words.com. But my friend John and I, he was one of my improv buddies from a troupe I was in a while back. We went down there and we competed on this game show. I cannot tell you how it turned out. I can't tell you if we won, if we lost, how many episodes we were on, who our celebrity partners were. Can't tell you any of that. But I tell you that I am going to be on that show later this year. And to be a little more frank with you, we were, I think, the next to the last tape day or something. And that means we're going to be on really late in the year. So it might be April or May before our episode airs. So make sure you are watching that show all season and get hooked on it. And then by the time we're on, it'll be like, oh yeah, there's Zack and John. They were on 25 Words or Less. So yeah, that's awesome. I wish, oh God, I wish I could tell you the entire story of how that whole couple of days went in Atlanta. It was bonkers. It really, really was an experience I will never forget being on this game show. But it will be on television at some point later this year, or maybe early next year, I guess, 2025, later this television season. So stay tuned. And once it airs, I will probably be able to share it with you via YouTube, assuming they post the episodes to YouTube this year like they did last year. If not, I'll just tell you what happened when we get there. But honestly, the story behind the scenes, much more interesting than what happened on camera. And that is in the brains of John and myself. And maybe I'll have him on and we can talk about that together, because that will be... that was something that I will never forget for the rest of my life. I'll just put it that way. So that's the big news. Other news is I got a voiceover gig. Yeah, this has happened in the last couple of weeks. So when I was in Kansas City, I was sitting at the Amtrak station waiting on my train, and I got a phone call that I had been hired as one of the new voiceover talents for Love's Travel Stops. That's a chain of truck stops and gas stations all around the country. They're based, I think, in Oklahoma. And there's a bunch of them around here in Middle Tennessee. And on my way to Atlanta, I passed several of them. And I am doing some voiceover work for them. So far, I've done 3 or 4 projects, and they've all been like very internal HR stuff, like training videos for their staff on how to use the time clock and that sort of thing. So I'm not front facing, at least not yet. There might come a point when I start to do some in-store announcements, maybe even television commercials. I don't know, whatever they need me for, but they've brought me on, and I am a for hire, basically, employee. I guess that's how you would put it, like a 1099, right? Whenever they need something done, they just send me the script, I record it, and then I bill them for it. And it's a pretty cool arrangement, if you ask me, and it's my first ever voiceover gig. I've done radio now for 25 years, but I've never done voiceover. So this could be a new side gig for me. I guess it is already, but I mean like a larger scale thing. So I'm going to look into maybe trying to secure more of those because it's not difficult work and it's something I really enjoy doing, and I think I'm fairly good at it. And now I have a portfolio. So, yay, thank you. Thank you, Love's Travel Stops, for believing in me. And I will make sure to stop and buy some sort of food and beverage next time I drive to Atlanta at one of your places and use the money that you've paid me to buy things from you. So that's how it works, I guess, right? How's the weight loss going? Well, can you see? Have I lost any more? Actually, it's been kind of a slow couple of weeks on the weight loss front. Unfortunately, I haven't lost that much. I think I've lost only about 2.5 pounds over the last month, which in most circumstances would be pretty good. But when you're on this injection, probably not. I don't know what's going on, but I upped my dosage today at the direction of my doctor. I'm just on the plan that he put me on back in June to up the dosage every so often. So we'll see if that works. It continues to work. I feel great. I feel 20 pounds lighter because I am basically almost 20 pounds lighter than I was when I started, but I still got a long way to go to where I want to be. But it works. It's just, it's not cheap, and it's not working as fast as I wanted to, but it is working, and the results prove that. So hopefully next time you see me, I'll have even less of a second chin here. How's the improv stuff going, Zach? I'm glad you asked. We have a lot of shows coming up. So I have been in musical improv class for the last almost 6 months now, since the beginning of March, I think. I don't remember. I think March, mid-March, April, somewhere around there. It's been a bit. Every Saturday, I will go to class for 3 hours from noon to 3, and then immediately get in my car and get to work as fast as I can because I work on Saturday nights at the Opry, and I get to work around 3:30, 3:45, depending on when I get there, how traffic is and everything. And then I work all night. It has been exhausting, to be frank with you, on Saturdays for the last 5 months doing that. And I am honestly very excited that this class is about to wrap up at the end of September and I won't have to do that anymore. I really enjoy the class, but I don't enjoy that my entire Saturday is just completely wiped. And by the end of Saturday night, when I'm done working, I'm just like, my energy level is in the toilet. So I'm excited that it's wrapping up. I am going to miss going to the class at some point, but I am excited that it will be wrapping up soon. And then what that means is we're going to be performing, because why would we rehearse for 6 months and then not perform? So I've got 3 musical improv shows coming up, improvised musicals. It's exactly what you think it is. It's hard as hell, guys. It's really difficult, but it's really fun. And those shows are really fun, and you get to come hear me sing on stage. So be looking for those September 29th, October the 6th, and October the 20th. Those are all Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Me and I think 7 of my castmates. I think there's going to be 7 folks. Oh, there's motion at the front door. I think I know what that is. Anyway, I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, September 29th, October 6th, October 20th, it's musical improv showcase. Come out and see me perform with my friends. The Sunday before that, the 22nd, so I was in a show back in August with my friend Fred. We did a show called Twofold where it was just the two of us. We got rave reviews. People loved our set, so much so that we were invited to come play in Play-by-Play, which is another show at Third Coast. Fred and I will get out there and improvise, and there's going to be 2 other people on stage with microphones, either like heckling us or, as we say in the improv game, pimping us into doing things. That means throwing out suggestions that we kind of have to say yes to. And that should be really, really fun. I was in one of those shows with 2 couples in a throuple back in the spring, and I was terrified going into it, but it turned out to be a lot of fun. So we're looking really forward to that. So that's coming up September 22nd at 8 o'clock, I believe. That might be a 6 o'clock show. Either way, it's the Sunday night, September 22nd. Got that going on. Then East Nashville Beer Works picked us up. I don't think I've done a vlog since that show. We had such a great night at East Nashville Beer Works. We had such a fun night with our crew. We brought out a ton of people. The bar was great. The performances were great. It was just a fun night. It was a little hard to hear because we were outside. So anyway, the bar loved it. We loved it. They've asked us to come back September and October. So we're coming back and we're going to do it even better. We're working on better sound solutions so everyone will be able to hear us. We're working on better lighting solutions. Everybody will be able to see us. It should be really fun. So we're going to do those in September and October on the 4th Fridays of each month. And let's see. Let me look at my calendar. That'll be September the 27th. And also October the 25th. 8 o'clock shows. Those will be totally free. Just come out and buy a beer at East Nashville Beer Works. And then we got invited to be in the Back from the Dead Festival on November 1st, the weekend after our last East Nashville Beer Works show. A lot of improv coming up. And then I'm going to be honest, guys, once we get to that November 1st show, most likely I'm going to be taking a break. I have been nonstop improv for almost 2 years at this point. It's since the very beginning of 2023, so a year and 9 months now, going to class. And like I said, I'm excited about the class being over, but I will miss my friends and I'll miss the class experience, but I'll be glad to have that time back. But once we get to November, I'm probably just going to not quit improv, but take a break over the winter because I've just been going so hard over the last 6 months, just trying to get on stage whenever I could, taking every opportunity I could. And I'm not completely burnt out, but I'm getting there. So I'm going to take a break and then come back reinvigorated probably in the spring. So that's my intention. Yeah, it's been tough the last few weeks because I quit that improv show I told you about, the one with the Harry Potter theme, because it just wasn't gelling. I wasn't gelling with the cast. I wasn't gelling with the producer of that show, and I wasn't having fun with it. And I'm really glad that I dropped out of that show. Nothing against them, but just that was more time out of my week that I was just chewing up, and I'm exhausting myself with everything I'm doing at work and these side gigs that I have, because I have another side gig and another one potentially coming. So I'm staying busy, right? And more improv is something that, it's a fun skill. It's a hobby, but it ultimately doesn't pay anything. And it costs me money significantly. But these other side gigs make me money. So obviously you see where my priorities are going to lie. But also I've not been cast in things that, and I said I was not going to be disappointed by that, but I kind of am. And, there have been several instances of rejections lately, and I want to keep going, but it's kind of beating me down because it's like, you're not very good at this. And I don't think I'm bad, but I don't think I'm exceptional. I'm somewhere in the middle, and that's fine. But I'm pouring a lot of time and effort into something that I feel like I've probably hit my ceiling on for the most part. I'm doing what I enjoy doing, and I'm kind of in control right now of what we do and what I do in improv. And I don't know how much longer I can sustain that. I'll do what I can. I've got these skills. I'll play when I get the opportunity, but I'm probably not going to devote nearly as much time to it in 2025 as I have in 23 and 24. There's no more classes to take. I mean, there might be some like online classes I can take. There might be classes I can take for electives at Third Coast just for fun, which I might do, but I'm not going to be pouring so much effort into it like I have because like I said, I feel like I've probably reached my ceiling, and that's fine. It has been a wonderful experience. I have made so many new friends, and I've had a crap ton of fun doing it. But we're getting close to the point where I'm going to have to slow down. So, and then, other gigs, like seriously, paying gigs are coming in that I need to take because you just got to go for those, right? What was the motion at the front door? That was the FedEx guy. I've been waiting on him all day to bring my new smartwatch that I ordered several weeks ago. It's the new Google Pixel Watch 3. I'm an Android guy. I'm a Google guy. Sorry, Apple people. So I'm very excited that I'm finally getting this smartwatch because I never bought the Pixel 1 and I never bought the Pixel 2. I've been rocking this Fitbit since for like 3.5 years now. So I'm excited to get a new smartwatch today. So I am going to cut this video off and go get it. And y'all have a great week. I hope to see you next Monday, hopefully with some good news. We'll see.